Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and be ready to learn about the most scary question you can get during your Linux interview. This question is one of those questions that if you don't answer properly and correctly, you will be the receiver of the most awful Linux email that anyone would interview don't want to receive. And that email goes like this. Thank you for your time. We really enjoyed talking to you. However, we have chosen to move on with people who have more experience than you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the questions that can be even more scary if is it asking after you introduce yourself and you don't know the answer. Because this question have two other questions that we will talk about at the end of this video. So in order for you to answer this question in the way that the hiring manager is going to be satisfied with your answer is that you should show some personality and show some confidence in yourself. You're going to start up by define what the boot process is. Definition: the boot process are the stage that your operation system goes through before display a login stream that prompt for username and password, as we can see right here, username and password. They are five critical stages that your operation system go through. In this video, we will explore each of those steps and show you exactly what you should say and how you should say it during your Linux interview. This graph represents the five stages of the boot process. When you power on your system, the first stage of the boot process is the BIOS. The BIOS stands for Basic Input and Output System. The BIOS does two things that are very critical. The first one is the BIOS does the system integration check. The second one is that the BIOS look for the boot device in USB, CD-ROM, and the disk. And when he discovered the bootloader, he executes the NBI, which is the second stage of the boot process. The boot record is the second stage of the boot process. Is it located on the first sector of the primary disk, and he has a size of 512 bytes with three components. The first component, and actually the most important one, is the bootloader. The second component is the partition table, and the last one or magic number is the error check. The NBR load the bootloader, which is the most recent one called drop 2. So in simple words, the NBR execute the drop, which is the grub. The grub is the third stage of the boot process. The grub display a menu and give us an opportunity to choose from which kernel we want to boot from. If there is no action from us, the grub will load and execute the latest kernel located in the boot grub cfg file, and the grub will also extract the content of the inner run file system into a temporary memory-based file system. So in simple words, which is the fourth stage of the boot process, load all the draft module from the inner RD image, mount the root file system, and execute the systemd, which is the first process executed by the kernel. That is why it has a PID equal 1. So, in simple words, the kernel executes the systemd. The systemd, which is the first process executed by the kernel, is the father or the grandfather or the grand-grandfather or every other process running on your Linux system. The responsibility of the systemd is to read the default target file from the etc systemd system directory, to decide the default system target or run level, then load all the program corresponding to the default system target and bring the system to that level. The systemd will bring you to this level where you will be prompted to put your username and the password and log out the system. Based off this, we went from the BIOS to the systemd. You must start to agree with me that this is probably one of the most scary Linux interview questions. However, we are not done yet, so let's go for the follow-up question now. Definitely one of the most easy follow-up question. However, if you don't understand the boot process correctly, you might make a mistake. And please do me a favor, because the hiring manager is expecting you to say the grub. Because it's at the grub level that we have a menu that can allow us to log into the system and fix some stuff if we have to. So, your answer should be, seeing that the error said that boot device no found, we should be focused on the first step of the boot process, because is it at that stage that the system look for the bootloader or the boot device in floppy, CD-ROM, USB key, or the disk. So make sure that you understand this correctly and answer just the way I say here, and you will be fine. Listen, your system will show a kernel panic error is because during the pattern new modules were adding to your system or updating on your system. However, there were not a inner run file system created from them. That's the reason you cannot boot into your system. Because in order to boot into your system, you must have a inner running file system in this directory, the boot directory. So in order for you to fix this problem, you have to so to fix this issue, we have to boot into our system through the rescue inner run file system and regenerate a new inner RAM file system for our system. So let's let the this one. This is the main inner RAM file system. So let's let it. We have to be a super user password. Okay, now that is it gone. So if we elect here, we are not going to see it. We are not going to see it. So that means we will not be able to boot into our system. So sudo, let's reboot. Systemctl reboot. You can see that I am playing with those bots. This the second one. This is the rescue one. This is the rescue one. This is the default. If you see my screen right now, you're gonna see how I am playing with this. This main kernel correspond to the main inner run file system. This is the rescue mode. The rescue mode allow us to use the rescue kernel to lock on our system. But let's continue so we can see the error. So let's use the main one. So with the main one, we can see that there is an error. There is a miss inner RAM file system. No found. So if you press any key to continue, we're gonna see that we're gonna see right here, we're gonna see that we are getting this error, kernel panic, no sync, unable to mount root file system. So in order for us to fix this issue, we have to reboot in through the rescue mode. So we can come down here to the rescue mode and hit enter. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So let's cd into the boot directory. So this is the default kernel that we use to log in because this corresponds to the rescue in our RAM file system. We can see here that we don't have our in our RAM file system. And we have to create that. In order for us to regenerate the inner RAM file system, we must know the kernel version. So we're going to use the command uname -a or just uname -r. We can copy that and add here or we can substitute, or we can just replace with the command as we do here. And from there, we're going to run this command. We have to run this as sudo. So we're going to sudo. Okay, is it completed? So that means that if we do the overview now, we're going to be able to see the new inner run file system that we just create right here. So now if we reboot our system, that's going to be sudo first, system ctl reboot. From here, we're going to be able to boot from the main kernel, not from the rescue kernel or the rescue inner run file system. So like you can see up there, like you can see right here. So we are booting from there. Now we can log on the system. Let's log on to our system. If we log on our system and go to this directory, we're going to see that we have our inner run file system right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this was really a long Linux interview, as you can see. That means that in order for you to be confident during your Linux interview, you must master this question. Because if this question comes during your interview, if you are prepared, this is going to be an opportunity for you to show the hiring manager that you understand very well the first stage of the boot process. And we're going to ask you about the following question, the follow-up question. You're also going to be able to answer them confidently. And in the eye of the hiring manager, you're going to make a lot of good impression. And we really need that because we are there to get the job, not to have fun. So make sure that you master this question. And to finish, subscribe, like the video, share the video.